Welcome to the most heretical stream on the internet. I give you Wally1169.
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream and welcome back for Captain of Industry. I just saw a thing, oh that's what I saw, okay, on the YouTube chat. I wanted to see what it was. So last time we were here we got the new copper, glass, and silicon smelter up and running, and also the electronics 2 factory rebuilt. Raven is here. Welcome in, Raven. Thank you for claiming first. And we have the new steel factory designed, but we need to get it built, which won't take very long, I don't think, and then get it connected up to the train network, which it's ready to accept, and then we can shut down the old steel smelting and be in a better position. Once we have that up and running, I want to work on concrete, although concrete did get itself caught up since the last stream. Well, a lot's gotten itself caught up since the last stream. But work on concrete and then also gold in one way or the other, one order or the other. And then once we have all of those done, you're still far behind. We've just been doing a lot of rebuilding. I can give you just a quick, I guess, quick base tour if you'd like. And then we can, I think, go back toward the rocket stuff. Getting that new factory laid out and hooked up, and then after that I think it's getting train stuff hooked to aluminum and steel, and then it might be the sky might be the limit. That is going into space for real and getting things done. So things have happened even that no one has seen besides me. That is, most of this smelting has been torn down. Everything but the iron and steel has been torn out. The old electronics, the copper, the glass, the silicon, all gone, including all of what was being brought in for those. Those are all moved over here now. So we have copper being smelted here, outputting to 2 separate stations. We can handle 2 trains at the same time. Also bringing in 2 buckets full of copper ore, as well as a box for the scrap. We have an output here for overflow of acid, which we should never have, but I put it there as a safety. And then we have an input of acid, which we do need because it went dry because I only had 1 acid train running, which I added another one. And then we are bringing in the common items, the shared items here in between these 2 factories, sand and graphite. And then we have, of course, hydrogen for fuel, plus it's also used in the silicon component. And then the slag output is here too. Over here we have glass being made. This is the glass mixing. We have limestone and salt for that. Broken glass comes in here. Glass is all being smelted here, and then coal's being brought in here for making the silicon. This train station is very, very busy. As you can see here, there's a lot of train activity here. I might need to make changes to the rail network supporting that because of this, but we'll get that in a little bit later. They are filling in. Ooh, they just finished filling in the last space of the old iron mine that was here. They filled in all of the whole hole. So now we need to turn this off and switch it to dirt. We'll continue with the base tour in just a minute. And I want to do just this edge here, along with this bit here. Start with, as well as this edge here. And this here. Yeah. So that we can neaten up those corners there before. I mean, it should not do damage to this building, but before it tries to do damage to this building, we'll neaten up those corners. A boring display name. Welcome in. So we are doing a lot of terraforming. We did move to this mountain here. I also brought in all the dirt we had stored out here in the boxes, or the buckets rather. Now it's poured into the dump there, but everything that's stored in the temporary storage has been brought in here to fill in this area full of dirt. We'll need to do the same here and the same over here yet. So we need a lot more dirt. We might even have to start manufacturing it, but I don't think so. I think we'll have a... yeah, I'm flattening all the land. That's the plan. So we have our new steel smelter area right here, and I think we can actually get it started while we're waiting on things to happen here. I'm going to go ahead and pause parts of it, though. Actually, most of it. No, not that pause. This pause here. On all of these pieces, so that we can... so that it starts up, so that it gets built but doesn't actually start up. Because I don't have materials flowing in here yet anyways. So we don't really want it to kick off. I'm not going to worry about the oxygen, the air separator thingies. Although they do take 6 workers, it'll be fine. We have workers aplenty for it. But we'll have to get this thing starting up. Forgot about these ones. We'll have to get these started up in a little bit. Let's see, what else do we have to show? Oh, the new electronics build. I can show you that. We just finished last time, or actually did the entirety of last time. It took a while, but it has finally backed itself up, caught itself up to the base's current demands. So that's here. This is quadruple, effectively, what we had before, because it's double in size, and I upgraded the machines 1 level, which doubles their production speed. So it's effectively quadrupled in size. It's a little bit overkill, but that's okay. I don't know, did you see we're mining quartz now, Raven? We've been doing that for a while, but I don't know how far behind you actually are. But we're mining the quartz here, we're turning it into sand. We're also mining sand over here, which is getting near-ish the bottom. Not quite there yet, but near-ish. And we have quartz here to mine too. We moved our gold mining out here to the sort of west coast, we'll call it. And they are, at the moment, not actually mining gold because we're backed up well on gold. But we have that coming down over here. And it'll take them a bit to finish getting out to the gold sands here. And then they'll fill this in. Oh, apparently the trucks managed to get down here anyway. And filled in the edge of that. We'll have to push that out a bit more into the ocean. This copper mine is going well enough, I suppose. But what I want to do is stop mining this mountain for now. And move these trucks over... move these trucks over here and start taking down the central mountain. Now that we're almost ready to remove the rest of this. Central plateau, I guess. And what else did we do? We moved sulfur being brought in here, so it's unified with the sulfur being produced in the oil process. Sulfur in the acid, I guess. Did you see all of the food? You've missed over a month. Well, you might have seen the kitchen. This is our cooking area here. It makes all of the processed food items, including sugar, all in here, all in one big factory, all being fed off of one main trunk line, and the new town, which has everything being brought in via train and being delivered, being delivered via train, and also all of the processing of the waste products from the town is being done here and being sent out via train, or provided for via train, whichever. So we have a little mini power plant over here that runs off of the burning of trash, just kind of amusing, I guess. Eventually we could probably deal with that exhaust, but yeah, we moved the town. It is now, because it was up here someplace, so we kind of overlapped a little bit, but I pushed it down here into this area. I've been doing some solar in kind of the probably unusable areas here. And we'll continue to expand solar. We're producing it very slowly, so it's a very slow process to build, but it's fine. Let's see what else we got. New Electronics 3 is here. It's similar to what we had already. just been doubled and trainified. And yeah, we need. This is what we're kind of working toward, is redoing the rocket-based stuff, rocket whatever stuff, and then being able to have aluminum and titanium rail connected, part of it. So there's that. I think that's kind of it. We've expanded mining over here for iron and limestone. We do have this limestone left here yet, which we'll get to eventually. But we have made progress on the starting island some more, I think, probably since you last saw. Its iron patch is gone. Its limestone patch is gone. And we're working on the coal patch out here. I do need to set up some pumps for the oil, though. We could do that anytime, really. Titanium and thus copper, because they are kind of intertwined here. We'll have to wait until we're actually using the titanium, which we need to get space stuff going in order to use. And then we'll clean this copper out of here as part of that process as well. There's a bunch more copper here, too, which is kind of intertwined with this quartz. We need to get over to that gold island at some point, and we're working on, this is the copper we're working on now. We have a bunch more, what is this, quartz here too? Yeah, a bunch more quartz and some sand over here too. So lots more materials to go, which is good. And I didn't even go all the way to the east end of the island. More sand, more coal, some oil there. This is bauxite, I think. I think that's bauxite. Yeah. There's more iron, more bauxite, more limestone, and coal here. Lots and lots of stuff we haven't even gotten to yet. The green over here is uranium, which we are importing right now from outside, but we'll have to bring that in the old-fashioned way. I moved the farms too, yes. As part of the food processing, all the farms are over here. We have fertilizer 2 being brought in. To fertilize them, we're mixing water from this patch here, which I hope is holding up. It is. And some water being made from desalination to irrigate them, and everything except for soybeans is producing plenty. We'll have to probably I think I need to step up this too, maybe? Apparently not. Is that so? Maybe so then. Step up production a little bit on sugarcane. Looks like we might need to step up production a bit on poppies as well. Everything but soybeans is keeping up, though. Soybeans are never going to keep up unless I expand more farms. Here is chicken processing. I'm bringing in animal feed that's being made as a byproduct in cooking, as well as soybeans, wheat, and corn to make more animal feed here in that order, which is why the soybeans will never be backed up, because all the soybeans here are... If the soybeans make it here, they're being almost immediately turned into animal feed. We have 4 chicken farms going, although I turned one of them off. Yeah, I turned this 4th one off. Actually, I could turn it off all the way, but I can see that it's off. Yep, I moved the chickens because we don't really need 4 of them. We're producing enough sausages and enough meat, I think. Definitely enough eggs. If we're not producing enough meat and sausages, we'll expand. We'll add the 4th one back in, but it was kind of a waste because the chicken farms use the feed and the water, whether they are producing or not. So I thought it was pertinent to not have them all running, at least not have them all running at full. If we need to add the 4th one back in, we'll just add it in at, like, I don't know, 10%, 20%, something, and see how that goes. They might not be keeping up anymore, but it's fine. But yeah, this is all the new chicken farming, and then we have salt and flour coming in to make the sausages, of course. And they're keeping up pretty well, though, which was a first, because prior to moving it here, we did not have enough sausage production, or even meat production for that matter, on the 2 farms we had. We're up to nearly 9,000 people. Based on the calculations I did, I think I can handle 14,000 before this stops processing enough wastewater, which will be a problem. so we can't get that high. But I think we'll hit the limit on trash before that. We'll have to be careful with that, because we might hit that limit sooner. But otherwise, I think everything else is the same as... I mean, that's the progress we've made over the last month. But what I want to do here is make a copy of this and put it down over here and let it build. I'm going to take out that allow rock and slag dumping here. You shouldn't need to import from anywhere though, but you can export to this sorter. That's what we want to have happen. And then I want to... Okay. I had to fix my sound. It just went haywire. It does it every so often. We're going to move the current... Yeah, see how these trains are kind of backing up here? Oh, I did some experimentation with that. Last big rebuild you saw was oil. I think oil was just before all of... I think oil was the last thing before everything that I've listed. Well, maybe not. Maybe the stuff here in the center you didn't see either. This is the new fertilizer plant. It makes the... it uses either the sludge or the biomass, which I think I have it at prioritizing sludge, to make the compost. And then that goes into making all the things. All the stages of fertilizer, so organic, and then fertilizer 1, and then fertilizer 2. And then over here we have... You saw this one. This was the construction parts and town parts, inorganic town parts, town supplies maker. But I did add a recycler in over here, so we are bringing in all of our recyclables. Some of them are still coming in via truck, but only very few. The rest of them are coming in via train. We're recycling them all, processing them all, and then outputting them onto rail, broken glass, gold scrap, aluminum scrap, iron scrap, copper scrap. Well, gold and aluminum are still going out via truck. But we have them ready to go out via train when we're ready for it. And then, so that got done at some point along the way too. I don't remember specifically when that happened. But let's reassign these excavators and trucks here. You. And you. And as soon as this one gets a new truck... Get that one out of there too. Okay. And then I want to bring them over here, and I want to mine this. This whole... Oh, I got to make that bigger, I guess. Let's go like this. And as far over as you can possibly get. Down as far as you can get, probably. Or a little bit nearer. Nah, just go all the way down. It's fine. Only one more block. And then this one can go all the way over here. And we'll just start excavating this area. I don't want to go all the way, but... most of it. We did a lot of work on the trains as we made progress here too, because the trains in this game are a bit don't go that far. Let's go that far. They're a bit finicky, and I've been doing some fiddling with them even since the last stream, which I meant to show and then forgot, and then remembered and then forgot again. Yep, I know we need to deal with that. And then you need... Alrighty. So, over here, we do 1, 2, 3 excavators and a bunch of trucks. And they'll start excavating this. There we are. Graspian, welcome in. Did you just pop in? You did just pop in. Okay, good. I didn't miss you. So next thing is, let's go ahead and get the trains hooked up to drop off the materials we need here. Specifically, we'll make sure we get the slag going out, but bring the limestone in. So let's go down here to limestone. And high from this side. Let's see, you will... Actually, we don't need that anymore. Add a new station in here. And you can leave when you're empty. Slag train. Pick up from here. And you leave when you're full. Yeah, you're way too far behind. I get it. Let's see. This one here is iron ore crush. We're not ready for that yet. We'll have to set up a box to drop that off here temporarily, or for the near term. Let's go to iron ore. Near the top, I think. Yeah, here it is. That we don't need the starting island station anymore. We're only picking up from one iron mine right now. Which could be a problem later, but for now we're going to leave it alone. This can go until it's empty. And I can actually stop bringing it into there, but we're not going to do it yet. And we have it coming into two spots here. Oops, that's the wrong thing. Hope I haven't used Brandly as a collaboration. I don't know what that is, so no. I need to deal with this. Iron scrap. Here. A YouTuber got hacked? Yeah, I don't use any of that kind of stuff. This is a acid out, so we need to set that up. What's going on? I'm gonna find path. And where do you think you're going? You think you're going here and I missed a track someplace? That doesn't sound like something I would do. Okay, well this side works because I have fuel going in there. So let's take a look at the tracks here. Okay, you're fine.
Oof.
Also, this should be no stop here. That should be no stop there. Yeah, I don't use any of that stuff. I don't know what the issue is, so we're going to have to drive this one manually. Maybe it's drunk? Could be. Let's see, it's over here. Let's drive it manually and see what happens. You'd come all the way up to here. You can clearly get there. Okay, you're completely fine there and there. It's fine. I don't know what your problem is. Maybe you just got confused? It's not Friday here yet. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and put graphite in here. Need that anyway. Empty. And acid. So you'll pick up from here. And you'll be full of... And this needs to be a higher priority because it's waste acid. We don't want it backing up. Oh, so you worked. I don't remember what train number that was, but if that was you, then it worked. Drunk? It's drunk. Train thinks it's Friday, so it doesn't want to go. Well, yeah, its clock's out of sync, so it can't authenticate to its domain. Let's see. Iron scrap pressed can come in here, and in fact, we could probably just take it out of the other one. Empty. Just take it out of here. The problem is I don't know if it's going there right now, and it'll get confused for sure if I don't deal with it. I dealt with acid. This is done, this is done, this is done. This one doesn't count yet. Let's grab a small box here. Since I already have the ability to bring them in here like this, let's just take this in like that into here. And grab this here like this. And you can be... oh, that's the wrong kind. Idiot. This one. Iron ore crushed, accept, and make it so. Now good. Scrap came in here. So they will start making that. That'll be prioritized over the fresh iron here. And limestone came in. Here's another train load. It's waiting on the graphite. Graph something. The slag's hooked up. Graphite's hooked up. Limestone and hydrogen. We'll need to have these guys hooked to their outputs yet. These are all good. What the heck? Again, from here, you're not able to find your way down here again? Train 24. Why not? It drove manually just fine. Yep. It can't be on this end because they drive to the other station just fine. So it can't be anything here. You go this way. They're fine going up in here and into that. Everybody else gets through this area just fine, so it can't be that. We get here, and plenty of trains come this way just fine, so it can't be that. And then we get to this parking lot, which these other trains got to just fine, including the scrap train. Oh! Anybody see the problem? Maybe? Freaking idiot. I didn't hook up the other two stations. The rail network. It was confused because it wanted to go to this one, and it couldn't see it. It could only get to that one. Idiot. Okay. Well, that's unconfusing itself. Changes I made to the rail network, yes, have to do with what counts as a no-stop section. And the only thing that I have now counting as a no-stop section is when there's an actual crossing in many areas. Not 100% of the whole base yet, but many areas. If it's a merger like this, I don't care if a train stops there, because it'll move and then it'll unblock itself. But I don't want to drop it stopping here where there's a crossing. Same thing with a split. If there's just a natural split like this, I don't care if a train stops in there. I just don't want them, because they have to move. If they're stopped here instead, then they have to move before a train could go this way anyway, so who cares? They can't stop on the crossings either, because I don't want to block the trucks to have a parked train there. So I have that still off. But in a large swath of the network, this entire line here and a good chunk of the main line, I have reconfigured. I haven't done it all yet, as you can see. I think I stopped right in here someplace. Yeah, I think I stopped here at this crossing. So I need to do this intersection yet. Basically, because these are left turn bypasses, I can remove all no-stop sections from all of this rail, which is ideal. So the only place I have no stop is where I have crossings like these, which I think is working out great. I could even shorten this a bit if I wanted to, the no stop, up to just before the crossing itself, but I think it's fine that way. And it's easier to not do it than it is to do it. But up here where we were just looking, I did not do this yet either. So we can take these out, but entrance sections between the parking lot and the station all need to be no stop, the whole route. Unfortunately, that means only one train can pull in at any time, but that's all. That's the price we pay. But the outputs can all be stoppable. There's nothing stopping me from that except here where they cross. I forgot about that part. We need to be careful with that a bit. But some of these sections can be removed. Not that one. This here. This here. Actually, that one can be removed. This one here can be removed. But these all kind of need to stay because, yeah. And then on this side, this exit can be unblocked. And then these sections here can be unblocked. Actually, I'm okay with the through line being unblocked too. It's the curve that's the problem, because the curve is attached to the crossing. Yeah. This one's, oh, because these are different. Right, so that one can't be undone. Okay. That should help, though, with train driving smoothness. And it has. I've noticed marked improvements in train throughput. Oh, we got retaining walls possibly collapsing. I've noticed marked improvements in train throughput with this policy. So I am pleased by it. I need to do this kind of everywhere, and as I... Ooh, don't do that. And as I build additional rails, I need to make sure that I do it. Let's see where this retaining wall collapses. Oh, there. What is your problem? Is it just because of that? Oh, well, screw yourself. Like, I don't care. Go away. Noxious sometimes. Where was I at? Right here? Somewhere? Excuse me. Thank you. Trying to help you out here, people, and you just get in my way. Okay, that's good. This has to stay because I haven't done the bypass lanes here yet, so that has to stay. Eventually, it can be removed entirely, and then it won't matter. But right now, it has to stay. Oh, there you are. But I noticed with the feeder line to that copper station over here, it made a huge difference in throughput. Almost miraculous. And if I can get left turn bypasses here and here, it'll make even better. But I want to deal with this mess here first before we get that far. Meanwhile, you guys are excavating like crazy, and there's not enough room here for all of the materials. I am still outputting this to a local bucket, so they will dump it out here rather than putting it onto the train network just to bring over here and dump it from here because it's actually further. So, because I moved the dumping stations out of here and put them over there because we're kind of done over here dumping, at least for now. So I want them to dump over here instead. And they were filling this in, of course, and I want them to finish filling this in too. Hopefully they will do that. Let's make this just slag here, so that the rock gets forced into the area around this, where we will need to do some further excavation, and the slag gets put where we're not going to need to excavate. Let's see. Iron 4 is complaining. Oh, that's not Iron 4 anymore. We'll call this Central Plateau. Oopsie. There we go. Yeah, it's overloading the processing area over there. This is going quite well. They're dumping in here too because we're pulling rock out of these places and they're just dumping it locally. I have them allowed to dump. The train will come in here every so often and pick up rock from the station, and then it'll drain this bucket accordingly, but otherwise it's fine. So that takes care of, well, it gets steel going, I should say. We got, no, that's copper. They get steel ready to go, I should say. Got a decent amount of iron in here. Somebody brought in some crushed iron ore for us. That was nice of them. So there, and then we have this. Don't need that. This has come in. Let's get these guys going. We have 178 workers and a decent amount of power and some flops we can work with here. Let's get at least half of this going. That. To start with. And then we can start shutting down the other smelting, starting with the one down here. I need you to stop bringing in ore and limestone and graphite right away. I already got rid of the recycled, or the scrap recycling part here. This is just raw ore anyways, so we can kind of end this now. Let's take this graphite, maybe not completely out, although it doesn't look like they're going to do that anyways. It's fine. They're still bringing in more iron ore because they were on their way. I don't need to interrupt them. They can just bring it in, and we'll just finish this off. We also want to disable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is what I had online here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is what I have built here. I cannot make this bigger because of limitations in belt throughput. If we want more steel smelting, we have to make a copy of this station elsewhere and build it elsewhere. We can shut down iron smelting, though. Let's get that going here, because it's already problematic anyways. Let's see. I want to do a flip on these. And I want to do this to allow this to drain out. Pause. Hold on. Pause. I need to stop these. Let's do, just take out, no, I don't want to do that either. Let's just take this and this out. And these will shut down. Then we can turn on iron smelting over there. Okay, this has completely vented its output, as has this one. Remove those, including the slag belt, and we can remove these inputs. Let's see, this one can be deleted. As can this one, because I disabled them. And what molten you see left here, I'm going to siphon over into these other ones so that they can hopefully run dry. We don't waste any molten. Not that it matters that much, but you know. Do I have? Hold on. I did build these. Okay, good. In that case, let's start outputting this iron here by a truck to the other boxes. Good. This goes this way and this way. Unity those, please. Yeah, that worked. Good. Okay, you get deleted. You get deleted. This gets deleted. This gets deleted. Iron. Wait, let's just do it this way. Click here. Turn off this one. Nobody's on its way. Good. Turn off this one. This one I already turned off. Which actually might be a problem. That one I did not turn off. So turn this one off too. Nobody's on its way. There. Oh, let's see. Just bring me in. Well. Yeah, bring me in a little bit of limestone here. 500. Okay, this can be reversed. As can that. Temporarily. This gets deleted. This gets deleted. Delete, delete. That gets deleted. This graphite gets deleted. And they have nearly taken... Oh, wait. Nope. Oopsie. That was stupid. All this iron scrap needs to stop coming here. One train on its way. Where are you at? You're here already? Okay. I'll let you deliver. We'll process that scrap. Scrap doesn't need limestone to process anyways, so it'll be fine. And we'll just keep processing the steel out of here. Okay, so this goes away. How much iron ore? Yeah, 48 to 6. So that 500 limestone that's coming in should probably do it. Because it's 8 times, and I'm bringing in 1/5. So yeah, this should be fine. Have you finished yet? No. Because I screwed up. But what I could do is just say, hey, come and get it. Delete this one too. Both going anyway. It's got to get loaded in over here in the iron boxes, which is what's happening. It's good. And then we can turn this on. Once all the iron's over here, we can turn this on. But not until... Depleted uranium, we can take care of that. Still complaining about nowhere to dump stuff. Understandable. You just cannot process the rock that fast. Because I only have it outputting to one spot. It's fine though. It'll just be slow. Okay, good. They brought the limestone in. These will process again, although they're mostly going to process through this scrap, which is fine too. And then we'll deal with the rest of it. Everything else is disconnected from the rail network except for the fuel. Let's also do that for fuel here. I deleted this one earlier, and then I added it back in. So I'm going to remove it again. And now I think we can take a look at the new, or a new concrete build. One of the things I want to do is I want to definitely upgrade these to mixers 2. They require a few more people and twice the power, but the same kind of 0.4. 1.6, half again more maintenance, but they produce twice as much. So right away, that will double our production. Right away. They will need in 36 crushed slag or gravel. What I would like to do is use a large crusher for those things. Let's see. Gravel makes 144, so does slag. If this is 36, 144 divided by 36 is 4. That is awesome. I can just double this again, like that. And then we have, we can take exactly 1 crusher's worth of gravel or 1 crusher's worth of slag. Now, practically speaking, we also need to make sand. But practically speaking, we need 12 times 4, which is 48 sand, which I think I just saw. The sand recipe, manufactured sand recipe here, uses 48 gravel to make 48 sand. If we actually need to use gravel for making the concrete, if we don't have the slag available, which we almost will, then we'll have to. It'll short us a little bit by taking because we'll be taking the gravel into making the sand. I think it's fine. Let's see. Have you looked at what the next patch entails? You hear more types of train. Some of it. Yeah, we talked about those release notes or those announcement notes, I guess, back when it was announced a week or two ago now. whatever the next stream was after they announced that. The trains is a little bit not misleading because they were very clear about it. But if you either weren't paying full attention to what they wrote, and or you were getting it from a third-party source who wasn't paying very much attention to what they wrote, then you might not understand what trains will entail. There's a trains DLC coming out, as well as the update. The trains DLC will contain electric trains and something else trains. I don't remember what the other one was. As well as molten wagons. Wagons can carry molten metals. Those are part of the DLC. So they siphoned those off because they are additions to the base gameplay, and they felt that having those components would be challenging to the entry-level user to have available. So they made them a DLC so that they weren't there as a confusion, as a source of confusion for new players or lower level players, or entry level players. On top of all of that, they are also adding in tier 2 trains for all types, including the DLC types, that will have the engines and the wagons will all be double the length of the tier 1 trains. So stations will have to work differently. I don't know how that's going to work yet. And they will also each wagon will have 4 times the capacity of the tier 1. So you double the length, quadruple the capacity. Seems fair to me. They're also tweaking some of the code, the logic behind the way the trains work, specifically on how they work when you have trains like this, where you have an engine in the front and the back. I misinterpreted this design in that I thought that I had to have an engine in the front and the back so that it could go in both directions. It doesn't need that. What happens here is that the front engine pulls and the rear engine pushes all the time. When it's going in this direction, it does that, and then they swap, but they're both working all the time. What that does in the current version that I didn't even notice is it causes the entire train, because there's a pusher wagon or pusher engine, causes the entire train to operate at less than full speed. The code change they're making will be to only have that engine contributing whatever it was, 80% or something like that, to the entire train's acceleration and top speed. So that if you have this configuration, the front train that's pulling will operate, the front engine that's pulling will operate at 100% of its capacity, and the mid or rear engine that's pushing will operate at partial, most capacity, like 80% or 60% or whatever the number was. I can't remember what the number was now. Itself. So instead of if you ran your trains with 2 pulling engines, they would operate at 200% capacity. There's still a top speed that is kind of like, speed of light kind of top speed thing, but the acceleration and stuff. By having one in the rear, it'll push, which means it'll contribute whatever percentage of its capacity to the overall train, whereas now it causes damage to the overall train. So that's a very good improvement for trains like this that are double headers, which I wasn't aware of when I designed my train network. I wasn't aware of, and I wasn't aware until I read those notes. And since those notes were released a month before the update, I was like, I'm not going to change things now. So here we are. Okay, so this, we need to do the similar thing as we have here for this. These guys will they will need how much? 6 times 4 of this. So we need to have 4 of these, 1 for each one of these. That's fine with me. So I think I'll offset these to the side, and I think This will be fine. Do this. This will have a split here. It doesn't have to be a splitter, just a split. To bring it back like this, and these all come in at the right balance level. Yeah, you're welcome. That's just a quick summary. If you figure out when that announcement was made, and you go to my stream that immediately followed it, then you'll see whatever the hell it was that I was yammering about. These actually don't need to be tier 3 belts. They can be tier 2 belts. Because it's only 144. And this output can really... Actually, this one could even just be Mark 1 belt. But you'll see whatever it was I was yammering about that day. Let's do this again. I want to come out one. So I can go to here. And then come back this way also. To there. And I think I'll keep that at speed just because. And then this can come out... sand, and it can go up. How do we have this? I think I'm going to switch them so sand is on the top here, and slag and whatnot is on the middle. I want to do a priority input from the slag output thingy here, so that we can handle all the things. Do a U shape here going up to... Oopsie. Well. Okay, Wally, you're pressing all the wrong buttons. Mark, welcome in. Nope, still the wrong buttons. Still wrong buttons. F. That high. And then I'm just going to do a Mark 1 here, because that's all we need. Oh, that's totally what I wanted, game. Thank you. Thank you. That. And that'll go over the top of this. This needs to be lifted as well. Oh, that's a problem. Maybe I do want... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to swap it again. Take this out. That out. Flip it this way. Change this here. Like that either. Fudge. This'll work. This'll work. U-shape 2. You'll go out to there. Your rock. So you come out this way as well. And go into there. Or gravel, rather. This one will come out to here. And then you'll continue along. This one gets lifted right away. Left. This, and I'm just going to put the sand back on too. This one comes out here. On there, and then that'll output accordingly. These guys will be right as close as they can get to this. But we need to have 4 of these feeding directly in. They need to be centered there, and they're going to output steam, which will reclaim. That's fine. I think I could do maybe something like this, so that I can reclaim them together, and plus then I can have, yeah, I like that idea. This and that. That'll be perfect. They might get scooched up a little bit more. Maybe. Maybe. I think I can just copy... or do I want them to be neater than that? No, that's exactly how I want them to go. This. Go here. That, but I do want to take out these belts in retrospect so that I can make them a solid belt one at a time. This here, So you're outputting 48, so that's enough for Mark 1. This. And you're taking in 12. Yeah, that's right. Okay, good. Double checking the math. And then you are outputting 144. And that means we need to have a Mark 2 belt. I should leave them back here because I need to get the steam out of here. Yeah. I think we'll leave it where it is. Okay. So these are outputting 6. Mark 1 belt is overkill. Slightly overkill. Like that. And then we need to take the steam out of here, which is 4.5 times 4. So that's 18. Mark 1 pipe will be sufficient for that. And that'll come out here and come down this way to something. I will probably reassess that pipe later. These guys can come out like this. I could have brought them out together, but this is fine. Fine enough anyway. We'll have limestone and hydrogen coming in here. We need to have steam reclamation here. This tower works at 50% efficiency. The big one works at 75% efficiency. So even though it's grand overkill for this, I think I want to do the big one just to get a little bit more out of it. Try to organize an erectile dysfunction support group, but nobody came. Whap, whap. Let's do this. Big tower looks better anyway. Right? Right. That's what she said. Speaking of erectile dysfunction. You will drop, actually come out to here and then drop into there like that. That'll work. And then the water will come out of here. We'll need to have a pipe balancer here where the water will come into these. 24 times 4 is 96. We need a Mark II water pipe here. And that'll be the priority input over whatever our external source water is going to be. And then you'll come out here. And I could probably just bring this up that far. Yeah, that far. That far. No further. This. Then into there. And then here. This. And into there. And then we got to combine the concretes together into an output belt and an output station. So this is going to need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stations. Rock and slag. Rock and stone. No, rock and slag. Limestone and hydrogen. That's 4. And then the concrete output. I need to make sure that I allow for some truck concrete output too. But that's fine. Thinking about this, maybe I should do another single-sided station here, and I should instead move this down to the other end of this. I'll need to push it out by 1, but that's okay. But I think this is better. So let's take this out. Let's take a pipe from here instead to this point, and then drop it down into there. Flip these guys all the other way. That. And then change this here as well. You, and you. Pipe balancer then goes here. Means that I should really change these pipes too. Pipe. That'll be priority. Sneaky frickin' pipes. Here, force it with the R. All right, there we go. So, and we'll just have to bring water in from this side, which will be fine. However we lay this out. We need to find a spot for this too, by the way. Let's find a spot. So if we want to have this near, I'd like to have this near some sort of base water spot. That's going to be tougher. Although I guess it could potentially go in here. This station here is only temporary anyway. So it could go in here. But we're already using this water for farms. I really want to do that. We could put it all the way out here in this spot. Or all the way out here in one of these spots. Problem is with these spots is they're not permanent height yet. This is way too high even. And also those aren't very, I don't think those are very deep spots. But I guess we're gonna have the same problem regardless. We could use this. Oh, I was gonna use this one. Even though we're using this water here for this, it's not using that much. And so I think we're fine to use this here. We'll just have to have another station. What the hell is that? Weird. Sneaky pipes. Yes. Here, another station. I could make it a paired station. Like we have... Did I get rid of that? Where did I have that at? I had one entrance where I had trains going off to both sides. Did I get rid of that? Was that an old station? Must have. Oh, kind of what I have here. This is what I have here. Like where the trains can come in and then go in either direction. We could do that here. Then we don't have as many split-offs. We may want to make this parking lot bigger, but we don't have to have as many split-offs. And in fact, we wouldn't even have to put a hydrogen station in there then. Alternatively, we could bring it in over here and bring it in like that. But I want to do a bunch of trains over here off of this for that. So I think I'd rather do the paired station. But I may need to move this gold box then, which won't be a problem. We can move it. Let's shut it down. Move it over here then. And then we can do this. Make it so. That. I think that's okay, because these aren't that active. These aren't going to be that active, I don't think. So I think it's fine. Although I might regret it, but don't know what the hell that artifact is. The other option is to leave these trains off of a spur someplace here, which we could do. Could do that. Like I have them here. Actually, that might not be a bad idea because they all need to be over here anyway. Closer to the factories. We could do that too. Let's see how this might fit. Cut it, move it, and lay out some trains for it. So we need to bring in rock and slag. I have two of you here already. Might as well make that good. There. I think they're backwards, though. Yeah, they are. So, let's see. Move this here over to here. The two of you Let's do it like that, I think. Leave some space for now. I'm thinking because these are straight shots that way. Then we have limestone, and we shouldn't need hydrogen then if we're this close because we could use that hydrogen. But limestone import, we have some of those someplace. One there, yeah. Here, careful. Here. Let's make sure we orient this the same. Possibly hydrogen, and then the output of the concrete, which I do have right here already. You can make a copy of. That one will need a fuel situation. That'll be fine. So if we put this in here, obviously backwards, I think I would flip it. Oh shit. Paste again. This way? Have to flip it this way. Which would be fine. Do I want to do that? Or do I want to just put it over here? I think I want to just put it over here. Someplace. I think that's better. So if that's the case, then I'll bring its own hydrogen in. Is rock and slag? Nope, I mean rock and slag, not rock and stone. I already covered that one. So let's get a... Oh, no, that would stay... Yeah, that would actually stay where I had it. Here. And we need a hydrogen station, which we might as well just swipe this one. I mean what I said, and I said what I mean, Batman. Nope, that's not right. Out here. Get the whole output pipe there. Slagging off. I didn't get the whole output pipe. Son of a bitch. Alright, let's try that again. Here. Out, 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 you demons of stupidity, out. That one right there. There we go. It's rock-like slow, yeah. Yeah. There. That'll do. But actually, well, I'm going to need to move this. The captain's thingy. Where the hell that is? Captain's office. There it is. Go away. Oh, let's move this up here by town, I guess? Yeah, maybe down here at the end of the... town. That. Okay. Maybe I didn't need to move that gold after all. But it doesn't hurt. This could be a lot closer. The hell did I do that way? Okay. Could be a lot closer because, with the exception of the pipes, most of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's perfect right there. Boom. Can I buy myself 3 more squares here? Oh yeah, I can. Okay. Do this again. I want you to scooch up more. I would ideally connect it in right there. And, right there. Go away stuff. There we are. Oh, that's a problem. Well, it is what it is. The water line will have to come in this way. How much water do we need? Again, 24 times 4. 96 water. These produce 48. Hey, look at that. 2 of those suckers. That. Mark 2 pipe. Come out from here to there. Go up. No, stay down. I don't care. I need to move it, actually, slightly. I need 1 more space right here for the belt to go through with the concrete on it. That'd be good. You'll come out like this. You go to this one here, and you go all the way down to there. Okay, let's do a couple things before we get engrossed in building this sucker. First of all, we need basically a copy of this entire thing right here. Basically. That minus this, plus I missed one right here. Get out of my way. That'll do. That connected up, so we can unity this. This looks like it's a little bit something here. Yeah. Unity that, unity this, unity this, this. Actually, don't need that big of a train station. Or parking space, I mean. Let's delete some of these. Just for reasons. Oh, you idiot.
SMRT. That spells smart.
There we go. Alright, and then you guys can come in trucks-wise and build this thing as prescribed, and I will hook up some belts while you're doing your thing. This needs to be a Mark II U-shaped conveyor. Good, we can stop the trucks from driving through here. Samesies here. Limestone connected to be on the ground as well, so we'll do, how much limestone do we need? 18 times 4 is 72. We need to have Mark II of that as well. Let's start here and go straight across. Get out of there. Beat it. Scram. Really, you guys? Alright. Go down this way. All the way to the end. That. This. This. I'm going to put concrete up above it. Like this, just by 1. We're producing 48 times 4, which is just shy of a Mark II conveyor belt limit, so we'll do my Mark II on that. You'll come down here, stop there, flat lift here, and then continue along the way. There. You also need to connect like this. And then the hydrogen from here gets output into that. We need to also fix the pipes here at the station. do that in just a moment. All right, so you need 6. Mark 1 pipe. Come out here. Lift it up 2. All the way down to the end. Out here. Drop it down and plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. That should do it. Hello, everybody. Look at all the trucks here. Turn this off. Turn that off. Turn this off. A bunch of trucks got stuck. Idiots. Holy crap, they all got stuck. I guess I could have helped them out by taking the belt out, but that's no fun. We done yet? Thank you. Go ahead and build the other stuff as well. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave this moved. Delete, delete. You consume that gold, please, so that I can not botch this thing too much. You need to do that. Gummed up on circuits. This part here, you need one of these. There. There. One of these. There. There. And then one of these. There. And there. Good. Good. Not good. One of these. Here. And here. Flip this. Flip that. Lay the pipe. Let's see. Lay in pipe. Alrighty. Let's bring in fuel. It's got the wrong name, but that's fine. This is concrete. Okay. All the ingredients are correct. They are bringing in the fuel at the moment, so we'll wait for that, and then we can start bringing in other trains. You need to... No, we already have the water in here, so it's already seeded itself, so that's good. I want to pause this belt right here. Because I only want the gravel going into here. And I forgot about this. Shite. I need to have another output box. And then we can shut this one down. And I think I will do that just by deleting these two. And we'll let the train still run from here for a while to clean it out, but yeah. This box is for truck pickups. Because we do occasionally need to pick up concrete slabs for construction purposes. Ah, good. The hydrogen's here. Filling in the train stations all along the run, but I think we're safe now to start bringing in various trains. So let's start with slag. Add this one in. You should be at lowest priority there, and you'll be there. Rock is just above it here. Did I do that backwards? Pause. We want this to be empty. Slag. Rock. Okay, good. Did I forget to unity the pipes? Oh, yeah, I forgot to build the pipes. Yep. Let's do that. There we go. It's fine. It's fine. Look, I'm gonna do it in a minute. Limestone up above someplace here. There it is. You can go here. Empty. And then we'll pick up our concrete blocks here. We can probably put those in. There we are. That goes in here. This being a higher priority. And full. The first of the slag came in already. Excellent. We also have one rock train on the way. And a second slag train on the way. Once this is fully backed up on this belt, then I'll unpause this. Oh, I need to prioritize this input also. So the slag has priority over the gravel. No. Not enough workers. Oh, alright. Lost a couple of these for a while. We're going to shut this down over here anyways to get us some of those workers back. I want to limit the belt filling of this to 1,500. So we have room for them to drop some off for future purposes. When we do deconstructions, for example. Ah, here's the first the rock. It's good, and the slag has backed up, but I'm going to wait for this to get a little bit fuller first. It'll take them a little bit of time, but it'll be fine. These are running. We've got some steam reclamation going on, and this will kick off as soon as the sand gets made. There it goes. We need to build some more solar panels. I'm going to stop this right there. Alright, concrete's getting made here. Means we could probably force some of it over there. Actually, we probably should have already forced some of it over there. Have the trucks do their thing. Here. I'm going to pause this here. And get rid of most of it, or a large chunk of it. And I think I can probably safely unpause this now. It's here. Yeah. Yeah. This is probably empty. It is. Goodbye. These and those. Oh, I've got gravel and stuff in here. I didn't think about that. Gravel's fine. Sand is not. Crushed slag is not, so I'm going to have to deal with that. Ugh. Alright, I will deal with it. It'll be fine. TM. Just delete that. This, delete this, delete that, delete this, that, that. Get the idea. You need to not allow deliveries. Oopsie. Delete that. Delete this. So on. I need to have some truck delivery in here. A couple of things. Let's see. I want to have loose storage here. Alright. Bite me. What the f... There you go. Jonathan! Welcome in. Let's see here. Manufactured sand. Bring it all in. Be a bit. Take them a little while. And then we'll do the same with the crushed slag. In the meantime, Dark Hat. Jonathan. I want to go check on this. How are you guys doing with the dumping here? You're dumping still. Okay, good. I'm thinking here of this being so jammed and wanting to get rid of as much of this as I can. Add a couple more trucks into this assignment. That way they focus a bit more. What I didn't do? I didn't allow trucks to come and go. Oopsie. Alright. How are you doing? You're doing. Let's do the same here. Oh, you can just go next to it, I guess. With this like that. This will be slag crushed. And Unity that. That can also have a priority input. And they should bring all that in too. Oopsie. Got a little spur here. Okay, so that'll take care of this concrete, just in large part. But we're gonna have to get a lot of it out via train. But that's fine. Train will take care of it. Eventually. It'll take them a bit to unload it from here. Oh, I have some scrap iron here too we need to deal with. That could actually just come into here temporarily. Because as long as it gets on this line, it'll get used eventually. It'll be fine. It actually has priority over the crushing, so it'll be fine. On Tuesday, a truck crew finished taking down a portion of a mountain. You moved them to the mountain on the other side of the train tracks. Wanted to keep them dumping in the same spot. But I don't think they came in a track crossing, so they're likely going the long way. Yes, so they did have a train crossing right here, and one up there too. But I took them out earlier. They're over here now, taking down this mountain instead, this plateau instead, parts of it. So yes, but also yes, but also yes. We'll put a new sorting facility in here when we come back to this mountain. And a new, probably, set of trains. Stations. Okay, did you do the thing? You're doing the thing right now. Excellent. All he needs a lot of dirt. I do, yes. I'm a dirty, dirty, dirty boy. Iron ore crushed goes back in here. And this will get used, like I said, eventually. I'm not that worried about it right now. It's in the spot where it needs to go. That's all that matters. This got cleaned out completely of the things that I can clean it out of, so that's great too. And then we just do... well, this can get torn down too. Nice. Might have more stuff to deal with there then, but that's fine. This is just about... Yeah, that's full. That's a little full. Okay, so you can have unpaused. This over here we deleted, so factory facilities on rock and I'll use in dirt for farming area. Yeah, but I'm done farming, so why wouldn't I use the dirt everywhere? I mean, literally, if I only use the dirt for farming, I would only needed it here. Maybe 2 more soy farms, maybe a couple more later. It's not pretty enough. Exactly. All this green with all the brown streaks, that's perfect. Perfectly pretty. There's all kinds of dirt. I just need to move it around. Like this mountain here, this plateau here is several layers of dirt that we're going to get to in a moment. Pave the rest of the world. It could. I mean, I could do these too. These surfaces. So yeah. Metal surfaces are iron or steel. All the stone and brick and rock are all concrete slabs. So we could do those too as roads. I just haven't bothered. Kind of meh about it. It does cut their maintenance down a little bit, but meh about it. Let's see. We got trains coming in for this and that. I think these should be knocked down to 2. I copied it from the dump station, so let's make these 2 instead of 3. This one as well. You can have 2. Yeah. But yeah, we're bringing in slag and rock here pretty well. This will get made, which will take a little bit of time. Okay. And I think I only have 1 train on this loop anyway, right? Yeah. That's fine. Okay, we have 26 workers left, but that's because we need to remove some more stuff. So this is done. We ran out of... We ran out of iron here. Okay, good. Everything here can just be straight up deleted, I think. Yeah, I have a little bit of molten iron in here, but I'm not going to deal with it. So let's just delete this whole damn thing. All of this. Gone. Boom. Up here, we burned through the iron as well. And we still have a bit of limestone left. So we should be able to do the same thing here. A little bit of molten there in one of them. Yeah, fine with me too. Otherwise, this can all be deleted as well, I think. Except for the train station, I guess. I'll need to replace this fuel station with some other fuel station, some other place. Maybe just putting it down here would be fine. Yeah, let's put it over here. You can go right in here. You'll come out like this. Drop in. Just gonna Unity that, because I don't care. And then, this should eventually starve out. Yeah. I think what I will do is... I have to delete it all anyways. Oh. How'd that happen? Tiny little bit more just snuck in. Uh-huh. Where that happens again. We can also deal with this out here. You have to go? Alrighty, Graspian, thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Tomorrow morning, indeed. Indeed. If you wake up. Well, hopefully you'll wake up. I knew what you meant. Have a good one. See there. I guess I don't need this anymore. Alright, it's time for you to go. We are going to lose a little bit more molten there, but meh. I'll leave the hydrogen pipe there for at least a little while longer. Everything else goes. We reverse the output, or make the output of this train here. Factory closing sale, everything must go. I don't think I'm going to bother with this. I think the trucks can just come and get it. Maybe, if we have a place for them to take it. I may not have a place for them to take it anymore. Ooh, alright. We're not gonna take it. Don't do that. Stop. Halt. Let's see. You need to summon trains regardless. So unrestricted and slag. You can take your filter off of that. We'll delete that after it's done. This guy is completely empty, so we can delete that one there now. This guy should be empty as well. This needs to be added to the limestone circuit here. Pick up from here. Priority 10. Unrestricted. Unrestricted. Add this to graphite. And priority 10. This can go. And steel here, also unrestricted. We need to add in the other stations. That would be good, Wally. Where are we at? Over here. This one. And this one, we need to activate that factory. This will be full. This will be full. This one here can be higher priority. This factory should be able to get spun up now. I think we should have the workers and the resources and things. Oh yeah. Plenty. Plenty. You're done. Have you emptied out completely? No. Okay, then we need to wait for that to happen. Take this water provisioner out of here too, because it's going to be in the way when we excavate this whole mountain. Okay. You are up here, high priority. You are up here, high priority. You are not collecting from here. Good. How much steel is left? One more train visit should do it, which is already here. You need to go... Oh, I need to remove that. There you go. F off. One more train visit will do. Come on, you slag. Get in here. I'll leave this one here intact for right now because it might be beneficial later. It'll take a while for them to be finished with this area, I think. Okay, good. Here comes the slag. Although it's gonna need one more train after this one. You're the last. Yes. So this gets set back to all modules full. One more train's going to come in here. It's all right. Although we could F with it, I guess. Where's it at? Here? Yeah, it's not coming all the way up here then. Stop. Okay, you go down there and turn around and come back. That'll be good. And then this can be deleted then. Delete, 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 delete. Actually, all that can go. All this can go. All this rail can go now. Don't need this station at all anymore. Goodbye. I think I will help you all with this one. Again. Goodbye. I don't know that we have any need for water in a bucket anymore. I don't know that we're using anything that's not being pulled out of the ocean directly or connected directly to ground. Somewhere. How about you? Still got slack, but there's a train incoming. And crap. Can I do a little sneaky here? Yeah. Okay, good. Oh, wait, that one too. That'll do nicely. That way I can get one train and get it out of here. Or that one train, I'll take it out of here. Where are you at? You are on final approach. All right. Come on in. We can set this to all modules full so that it will not request any more trains. I'll probably go ahead and delete the fuel pipes. So delete all the way back to there. That's fine. How is limestone? Is empty. Okay, good. All modules full. Graphite has got a lot of time to unload yet. Okay, good. Get out of here. How is the dumping going? Still going. Putting some slag in the ocean there. We haven't gotten to this dirt yet because they're still trying to get this dirt, but we have made some progress in this dirt over the course of the stream because I had trimmed this pretty snugly at some point, and progress has been made. A little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. We haven't gotten to this dirt yet, so we'll get there real fast pretty soon. Probably. TM. Okay, these last bits. Why you not go? Oh, because you don't have anywhere to go. Okay. One of the busiest parts of the island is now almost barren. Let's do that. And then I can get rid of this one. Alright. So, while that's going on, let's see. What do we want to finish up with tonight? I don't want to get started on the new gold factory tonight because well, we only have a few minutes left. How's the new steel stuff going? It's fine. This one's nearly full. This one's just starting, but understandable that it started it. Do we have more scrappy stuff to get rid of here? Oh, yes, we do. We have a lot of gravel. That's just because we've been deleting a lot of trains. We need to get rid of some more iron scrap. Same thing with the rails on that. It's graphite. I might have to try to work that back into the network. Concrete slabs should get used as well. Maybe. I don't know. A lot of the stuff's gonna have to get recycled. We can definitely deal with the iron this way. No, we can't because this is full of crushed. We'll have to wait. We will have to wait. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just fine. I'm just fine. Okay. So, what else can I deal with now versus waiting until later? How is this going? You're still good. You are focused on rock, but you're still keeping up with the limestone greatly because the rock you have is mixed in with limestone. So, yeah. I mean, you'll eventually come over here and then it'll be pissed off, but that's fine. Yeah, iron is actually getting used so little right now that all the trains are sitting here waiting for more. But we've also kind of slowed down in our consumption of things. That makes some sense. I can take these walls down, sort of. Better, better not. Because they'll collapse in on themselves, and they'll cause us some anguish. So I won't do that. We'll take them down as we dig around them. At some point, when we come down here to this end of the island and start knocking this plateau down. This one is at level, right? 4? Yeah, that's good. So we don't have to worry about that so much. This comes back up, though, to 16, so we'll have to take that down at some point. But we got a lot of ocean to fill in still, so that's fine. I suppose I should... Well, we need to figure out how far out this goes. Some point, too. So we know how far out we need to push this, so we know how far we need to dig down. Because we are near the edge of the map here. Once we get out to... Well, you can see here's the edge of what we have marked. That's as far as we can get. We can go no further. The edge of the map is there. So we will have to be a little bit careful that we don't get too close to the edge in case we want to use that edge for bringing in chips and things for some reason, but otherwise it's fine. How's this guy going? It's done. How is this guy going? It's still waiting to get rid of its shit. You could take in the rest of this. That? Yeah. And we can get rid of this here. And then, however long, actually, bring the concrete slabs from the shipyard into here. However long this takes to empty out is fine. I'm not that worried about it. And then we'll deal with cleaning it out after that. So yeah, so you're ready to go. I'm just gonna keep taking this mountain down. I'll probably push over to closer to where this ends here. We'll keep scooping that out. A lot of that's gonna be dirt very, very soon. And when the dirt comes, then we'll be able to fill in this area here and whatnot. I think I should add this set to. I think I should set this to remove all dirt because we're gonna have a lot of dirt to dump. We can use that dirt to dump nearby rather than delivering it all the way over here. I think that's better. But I think given everything where we're at a good spot to stop for the night. So let's just stop a few minutes early. At some point in the next episode, I think. Next episode, yes, stream. Once we get gold rebuilt, we'll probably get this one hooked up. Which will be our new rocket launch facility. We'll have to clean out the old one, which is over here. With rocket launch and rocket parts maker, that is. We'll do that, and then we'll be able to get rid of these rockets, and we'll be able to start hooking trains up to aluminum and titanium, and then we can start launching rockets a little bit more, or upgrade the station again and launch those rockets as well. But I think for now, yeah, we'll end for now. I can get rid of these guys too, I guess. We'll end for now, and then next time we can do some of those things. So let's find ourselves a raid target and get out of here. Stick around for that raid, because you will be counted, and that gives our channel a little bit more sort of recognition and things, and plus you get some extra channel points for doing it. Let's raid Sui. We haven't raided her in a while. She is playing Goblin Sushi, which is a kind of one of those cooking games. Let's see what that one's all about. And then next time, which will be Saturday, we'll be back again with more captive industry. And in the meantime, come and stop by Discord. Join us for community game night tomorrow night. We will play games that are easy to jump into, cheap or free to play, and all the things. And then also stop by YouTube and check out what's going on over there. Stream archives, of course, as well as new content. We're focusing on Alchemy Factory now, but there's all kinds of other series that were YouTube only in the past that you might want to check out as well. So thank you all for coming. Thanks for hanging out with me, and thanks for chatting and redeeming. And we'll see you all again Saturday. Have a good one. Bye for now.